Hello, welcome everyone. We back at it again. Welcome to this week, episode 2, season 14. They back to Boston, guys. Let's go. All right, the next couple we have is Jasmina and Michael. Oh, baby. Where do I start? With this couple? At the beginning of this episode with Jasmina and Michael, Michael was very excited and nervous at the same time. Where Jasmina, she was basically having a panicking attack because the realization, oh my God, I'm about to marry a stranger. And she started panicking like, I hope the expert matched me with exactly what I asked for. I'm like, girl, now you realizing that the expert is going to match with most of the time half of what you expected. So if you've seen this show, do not expect them to match you, especially if physical aspect is really important to you. Do not expect them to match with exactly physically what you like, because honey, it's not gonna happen. But that's just a little glimpse I could tell you. But she was very nervous. She said she started getting really nervous when she started putting the dress, and the realization, like, oh my God, this is happening. And then Michael was surrounded by his best men and his sisters. They came to check up on him. He was really emotional about it. They was talking about how will the mom feel. But before I forget, I'm gonna show you guys a short clip where basically Jasmina is not attracted to her husband. She's gonna try, but nah. All right, so now we're at the scene where pretty much they're like their first time together by themselves. They're conversating, getting to know each other a little better. It seems like their bedtime routine is not the same. He's not much or doesn't watch TV, according to Michael. He says she's really into Korean dramas, TV shows. She'll sleep really late. She says she usually sleep at 2, wake up by 6. He's more like a grandpa. He's try his best to go to sleep by 9:30, 10 o'clock. So they trying to, I don't know why Married at First Sight did this. A couple times they did this. They put this tense little background sound, like, wow, I know that conversation did not go like that, but they be trying these couples at times. But they was talking a little, get to know each other. So honestly, this couple, they both come from a strong family. They have strong family ties. And the fact that Buddy is Haitian, I was like, again? Wait, last Boston, they had Jeffy. Not again, another Haitian? Oh, I'm like, excuse me. I didn't know. But, and then if, I think Jeffy was season 7 or season 8. And we all seen how guarded Jeffy was. And for anybody, Camp Out Monkey, date Caribbean men, West Indies men, they know how they are. It's either, most of the time, they very close off. It's hard, they have a hard shell. Michael seems like he's emotionally, he's in tune with his feelings. So I'm hoping that works in her favor and works in his favor, because it's a me. Let me tell you something. I was hopeful about this couple. I already knew he was like guarded because he's a baby of the family. But once I seen how physically she's not attractive to him, she's just a little bit, I'm like, this is not gonna be good. I was hopeful for this couple. I'm still hopeful right now. I'm trying to be hopeful, but I'm like crying in tears, like, me, back on, I don't know how this is gonna work. I don't know how that's gonna work, because honestly, any of us that dated, we from the West Indies, they know how West Indies men is, Caribbean men is. That's all I gotta say. Honestly, it was one of the couples I was hopeful for, but right now. It's like my hopes is like shattered, like 50-50. I'm like, oh, the chance of you guys of not happening is very, very, very high for me. So, but I am going to be hopeful and cross my fingers, but I don't know about this. I don't know about this. Why they did my beautiful Barbie queen like this, man? They had to match up with a Haitian. A Haitian. But the good thing is he's emotionally in tune with himself. Even though he's a little closed off. But the fact he's emotionally in tune with himself, that gives him a great chance. Because baby, if he wasn't emotionally in tune with himself, you might as well just sign the divorce paper and say she's not gonna go ahead and continue this because it's not happening. The next couple we have is Lindsay and Mark. Oh jeez, where do I start? This episode wasn't entirely dedicated to them. We just saw a little glimpse of this. They was taking pictures. He met her dad and her brother, and then we pretty much find out that Lindsay is not his typical type. She's more out there than his typical type. He find that refreshing at the same time, scary. So, hey, she find him very attractive. Listen, her list wasn't long. She just wanted no belly and baby teeth. So, she really did not have physically. She did not have a long list of demand. Physically, he had to be so. I feel like with this couple, they're gonna work well. It's either he won't be able to handle her personality, but he is out there too. But she's a little more out there. I think is the difference is he likes to party and get to know each other, where she is like that 24/7. So there's no tuning it down with her. So that's the only difference between her and Mark is that she's like that 24/7, and he's like that when it's social, when he's in a social environment. So we'll see. We'll see with this couple. Okay, next couple we have is Steve and Nora. But is it just me? Did it seem like Nora? I say Nora, I do apologize. Nora parents it seems like they were dead? Or is it just me? I just misunderstood everything. Because I thought her parents wasn't alive. The way it would seem like, she was like basically left at young age. Her parents died recently. I do apologize if I insinuated that her parents was dead, because that's what it seems like. But anyway, anyhow, basically this episode we have Nora and Steve. They went and she tried her dress with her 3 friends, and we saw Steve go with his brothers and his friend to go try on his tux or suit, and then pretty much there was really nothing much. She wasn't over dramatic what she wanted. She pretty was very low key. And so the morning of the wedding, she was nervous, like, oh my God. He was very calm and collected. Since like he's like, this is what he been waiting for. He basically accomplished a lot. He's just waiting for somebody to. But I just find it odd. This man was like, I'm ready for a family and a wife. I'm like, hold on, isn't the wife supposed to be first, then the family? I was kind of confused on that. I was like, wait, what? But anyway, anyhow, that's basically what he says. I was like, okay, whatever. So pretty much we're just had to wait another week for their wedding, and along with what's their name? I keep forgetting their name. Chris and Alyssa. But yeah, once again, they dragged this. I understand 2 weeks, but we're dragging it to 3 weeks. This doesn't make sense, but it is what it is. So we're going to go to the next couple. So next couple we have is Chris and Alyssa. Alyssa. This girl is just giving me entitled. She is giving me, why am I here? I just want my husband and go. Like, this is what she's giving me. I'm trying to be, she really don't have a sad story, do she? She really don't. Besides her boyfriend of 2 years or 2.5 years, they were supposed to have dinner. He basically told her, nope, don't need to cook dinner. We're done. I'm like, what? But okay, whatever. Digress, whatever she said. It is what it is. But anyway, anyhow, this girl was like, she went for her fitting. This is, mind you, this is the girl that brought 10 dresses prior. And I might be wrong, but doesn't Matter First Sight pay for your wedding and your dresses? Why are you paying for 10 dresses out of your own pocket? I understand one, maybe two, but 10? But I'm not it's my wedding. I'm like, yep. And also the fact that she kept making it seem like she want a country boy. I'm like, country boy? And they try crazy. She was like, oh, I hope he doesn't have his teeth is not baby teeth, or like he got small teeth and stuff. And baby, they printed straight at his teeth. I was like, oh my god, the producers, the editors, whoever did the editing, they try Chris. It was not very nice. But anyway, we're finally gonna see their wedding next week. It seemed like she had listen, they might be over dramaticizing this, but it seemed like she had a whole fit about, oh, something was said. I'm like, girl, you on a reality show where you're gonna get criticized, and you like, listen, we'll find out what's happened next week, but Lord. Yeah, listen, I bet he's gonna be like, wow, she's amazing, she's attractive, and she's gonna be like, oh hell no, she's like, oh my god, that's not what I wanted. Like she said, listen, she already said that if physically she's not attracted to him, she's out. It was fun while it lasted. Her words. She said it was fun while it lasted. So it's gonna be fun while it lasted for the next 8 weeks, because I already know if that's what it is she attracted. Because I'm like 99% sure she's not gonna be attracted to him. So that's already doomers already. Why Marry at First Sight? Why? Like, come on, guys, do better. But why am I surprised? So off that, we already know. Sorry, ain't happening. All right, we're gonna go to our final couple, my favorite couple. Listen, I'm biased with this couple, so Alyssa. We're gonna go to Katina and Olajuwon. Listen, they got their tux, they got their dress. She wanted to wow him. He wanted to, like his sister-in-law said, he was like his cockiness. He like, I know I look good. He was amazed by himself. But hey, he got a big personality. It's either gonna be shoot for the stars or shoot for the ground. So hey, but on the wedding day, they were both nervous about a beginning of a new journey together. He was very, very emotional. He was emotional, but he was emotional. He started breaking down where his brother was like, yep, it's kicking him up. You know what? Because now he realizing, oh, this is for real. And this is the one thing I do, even then he does have this over the top personality, is the fact that he verbalizes it. He is aware of what he wants. It's just, I feel like he doesn't let that his quote unquote list doesn't go over, do too much, because listen, that's Lindsay. Katina she has a spicy side to her, but she's very reserved where he's very out there. So honestly, I don't care. Like, people been like, oh, he's over top, he ain't ready for much. Honestly, if the man said he took a couple years to get to know himself, to get ready for this process, who am I to say I don't believe him? We're gonna see in the next a couple weeks his action, but I'll take his word for it now and be like, you a lot, but I feel like you already. But listen, she was the only bride in a while that I seen walk down the aisle by herself. All of them is usually walk by their mom, their dad, or their brothers. I never seen a bride walk by herself. But that was different. He was like, oh, smitten. He was like, oh, she is gorgeous. He's like, oh, thank God they pick you, because baby, he was like, and I love that fact that was so whew, he just like, we listen, I know Katina, we all know Katina is drop dead gorgeous. And I like the fact that she was not your, I like the fact that most of the women besides what's her name, I can't think of her name, besides Lindsay, because listen, there wasn't blessed in the upper area, and I still like the fact that they're confident with themselves, because a lot of time we all have our insecurities, and but as women, listen, there tends to be like buzz up. I like the fact that I don't think none of these men are boobs guys. So I'm like, thank God, because I didn't want him like, oh, she got smart. But no, he was like, ooh, he was ready. He dropped down one knee, and his vow actually came from the heart, quote unquote. He actually did not write it down. He spoke from the heart, and they did kind of tried Katina and oh wow, they was getting to know each other after the wedding, where they was basically saying like, oh, he just talk. Buddy, they was supposed to do a toast. Buddy just took that glass and go shoot that. Go. I'm like, dude, she's like, whoa, okay. So she kind of sensed what she's getting. She kind of sensed what kind of personality he is. But listen, I'm ready for the shenanigan. Listen, it's not gonna be over dramatic this season. Seems like it. But listen, he better do right by my girl, Katina. Like I'm saying, like I know this girl, but I love her so far. So hey, we'll see how this season goes. We'll see.